Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So I'm kind of behind the 8 ball today. I'm just getting started pre-staking. I've been so wrapped up and busy with a bunch of other stuff that I just haven't had time to go. But this is the first location I stopped at, and I want to show y'all something. So stay right here with me. All right, let's walk over here. Walk over here and take a look at this. Here's a prime example of coyote, fox, raccoon digging underneath that fence right there, that woven wire fence. Now I can't legally set in that fence, but I can come back here on the trail and hang a snare in it, and that's what we're fixing to do. So we'll get that popped in here. Like I said, I'm just pre-staking today. Our season doesn't open until Saturday at 8 o'clock. So let's get this going. All right, guys, so there's the first one. And what I usually try to do is write down the road I'm on, and then what I've got set, what side of the road it's on, and then I try to usually pick a landmark. But as you can see, there is absolutely nothing here, so it's a good thing I know this road. We're only, I don't know, a couple miles from the house. So that's what I try to do, and then I write everything down and then just go from there. All right, guys, here we've got another really good looking trail here that I'm pretty sure it's predator more than raccoon coming off this fence corner. I'm gonna go ahead and hang a snare on it just because I think there's coyotes coming through here, and I got a really good chance of taking a cat here as well. Back several years ago, I caught a really nice cat, big cat, down in that culvert right there. So there's no reason why there can't be a cat crossing here now. So we just take our pogo here and put it in our driver. Oh, I tell you, having a couple inches of rain there last week. Sure ain't softening this ground up much at all. Then we just take our support wire, poke it in here beside the trail, move it up out of the way, and we're gone. All right, guys, we've got a fantastic coon trail coming through here. They're coming right down in under that tough grass, and they're coming out over here at the culvert on the other side. And I don't think they're going through the culvert. It looks like they're going up alongside it maybe a little bit, or they're going through it both. So what I'm going to do is I'll poke a foothold in here, a dry foothold, just set blind, and then down here on the other end I'll do the same thing. All right, guys, there's a prime example of a raccoon trail right there, going out to a standing cornfield coming from a timber ditch behind me. And I got a little puddle of water there, so I can drop a pair of fish stakes in there, I think, pretty easily. And then I can go ahead and get a couple of footholds up in there in that trail. Pretty easy like, so that's what we're going to do. All right, guys, so I couldn't get 2 fish stakes in down there because there's so much riprap at the mouth of the culvert. So I just got 1 in. But then I got 2 dry footholds up there in the trail, so there should be some coons spinning around here Sunday morning. All right, guys, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but we've got a really good trail coming underneath that little pin oak right there from a standing cornfield, and it comes across. I think it goes. Yep, it goes right by this light pole right here and goes on across. So I think we'll drop at least 2 220s on this side of the road. And I think we'll put a pair of, footholds over there, I guess. I could 220, at least 1 right there, and I may go ahead and do that instead, and then drop a foothold right in the very bottom of the ditch. I don't know, we'll see when I get down in there. All right, guys, there's how I put my 220s in my trails. Only usually I cover them with cedar boughs, but I didn't stop and get any yet. because I hadn't put any 220s out, but the next cedar tree I come to, I'll stop and get a load of them. It's on a stabilizer. It's about 7 inches up off the deck at the bottom of the jaws. That's all there is to it. Now that trap is not set. As you can see, the dog is on the jaw, not the trigger. Now I do that for a reason. Number one, it speeds things up on set day. All I have to do is slide that dog over into the trigger, flip the hooks, and I'm gone. Number two, it gets those coon habituated to crawling through it. We're supposed to get some rain tonight. Come set day, I'll be able to see the mud on the bottom of the trap, and I'll know for sure that they're going through it. So that's the reason I do that. Anyway, there's 1 foothold here and 3 220s at this location. 2 on the other side of the road, 1 here, and then a foothold down there in the bottom. So should be some coons here come Sunday. I keep thinking I'm going to check on Saturday when I'm going to set on Saturday. So anyway, down the road. All right, guys, this is one of my favorite locations on this end of my line. It's not here every year. It's an every other year deal because of the crop rotation. But this year it's good because I've got corn up there, or had corn anyway, it's picked now. But I can drop 3 220s in here really easy, and that's what we're fixing to do. All right, guys, so we've got 1 220 there in the mouth of the culvert, and you can see that I've blocked it off there with cedar boughs. You come around, I've got another one right there, and then I've got another one, get my hand out of the way here. I got another one right up there in the trail. So, should be a couple 3 dead coon here come Sunday. Guys, all right, guys. So here's a location that I would love to set. There's an old grain bin that sets in there, and those coon live up underneath the floor of it. And I would love to be able to set it, but I can't because the guy that lives down the road, just around the corner there, has 17, no less than 17, purebred, all-American, registered mongrel hounds. And everything I catch here, they will kill. I can put dog proofs in there, and it isn't going to matter. They're going to kill everything I catch. So I don't like wasting fur if I don't have to. So last few years I've just had to kind of let it go. All right, guys, so what we got here, we got a little light faint trail coming up here through this little patch of cedars, the CRP ground on that side of the fence. They're ducking underneath that woven wire right there. Could be coyotes, could be red fox, could be great big raccoon, but I got a sneaky feeling it could dang well too be a bobcat. So I hung a snare on it, because if you come around to the other side of the road, you've got this big timber ditch that runs down through there, and that is some rough, rugged shit down in there. I used to trap that farm till it sold. So yeah, I know what it's all about. So there dang well could easily be a bobcat crossing, so we just hung a snare on it. Down the road to the next one. Okay, guys, I should have been showing you that road back there, and I apologize for not, but in a day or two when I'm setting it or checking it, I will show it to you. There's so many trails on this road that it's just unbelievable. I mean, the amount of sign. And a lot of them are deer trails, but there are a few that I'm just pretty near positive of are predator trails, so I hung snares on those. You know, if a guy wanted to go down through there and hang every trail that he came to, you could easily dump 50 snares on that road easy. But I try to just pick out the ones that I'm pretty well certain are predators and leave the deer alone, at least right now. Now later on after deer season, when they came through and they've shot all the deer, or hopefully they have, then I can go through and hang those deer trails without having to get out every day when I drive by them and hang them back up in hopes to eventually have a fox, coyote, or cat come through and beat the deer to the snare. Once the deer thin down out of the way, then I know I can go in there and you're still going to have some knocked down by deer, but you're not going to have near as many. So anyway, I just wanted to get that through, and we're going to ease on down this road. I've got some really hot coon trails coming up here by some standing corn. This guy runs dogs, he runs hounds, but he doesn't mind as long as I'm setting dog proofs. He doesn't mind. I've known him known this kid since he was in diapers. So he doesn't ever say nothing to me. As long as I'm putting in dog proofs, not hanging snares or collar bears, we're good. Or I can put in footholds too, and he's fine with it. So let's get going here and get on down the road. All right, y'all, that goes right there from being signed to evidence. That's a pretty hot smoking coon trail there. We'll drop a pair of dog proofs in that one for sure. Like I said, we're just down the road from where that old boy lived that I was just talking about a minute ago. So I don't like putting dog proofs in where I don't have to, or it's not a necessary deal, but this is kind of a necessary deal. So we'll drop a pair in there. I'm not a dog proof fan. I mean, yes, you'll catch coon with them. I'm not saying you won't, but they are the white claw of the trapping world. That's what every kid starts out on. It's what everybody starts on. It's what everybody's still using. But I'm telling you, I don't like handicapping myself to just raccoons, skunks, and possums. I like to catch everything coming down that trail. But anyway, my hands are kind of tied here, so let's get a pair of them slapped in there right quick. All right, guys, so here we've got a really good coon trail there, but then we've got another trail over here that I'm pretty sure is deer trail, but you know, and I know too, that those coon will run those a lot of times. So I think I'll drop one DP over in that trail, but I'm going to drop a pair in this one and see what happens. All right, guys, when I first got out and looked at this trail running here behind me, I thought it was deer, and there are deer using it. But upon further inspection here at the fence, you can see mud where the coon have been climbing through. So it pays you to get out and look at these things a little closer and examine them. So anyway, we just stopped and put in another 3 dog proofs on 2 trails here. So I don't know, that makes 8 or 10 down here in about, I don't know, probably a little over a quarter of a mile. We haven't been a half yet by no means. So anyway, we're going to keep on keeping on. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop right here today. I've got 65 out right now, 30 or 30 or 30. It's still 70 degrees out here. It's, you know, almost 5 o'clock in the evening. It's hot. I'm tired. The temperature's out. So I think we're going to stop here for the day. Not near what I wanted to get out, but just now getting into my good stuff. The stuff I set today was good, or pre-staked today was good, but it's actually kind of jaybird country. I mean, that's about all that's out in there, is just jaybirds. But when you find stuff, that's, you know, it's there. So we'll pick up here again in the morning and head on out. Guys, I appreciate you tuning in and watching. Appreciate everything